the idea of patriotism assumes that the government and the citizens have the same interest. So that if the government tells you something, well, it's in all our interest. There's a common interest. In fact, the language in the culture suggests that, tells you that. You hear politicians say, well, we'll go to war if it's in the national interest, meaning we all have the same interest. Exxon and I, General Motors and I, the president and the kid he sends to war all have the same interest. You know, national security. Oh, security means the same thing to all of us. National defense. There are all these phrases that tie us all up into bundles of common interest when there really is no common interest. When the government has its interest, the corporations have their interest, and the ordinary citizen has interests which become put aside and become swept up in the government's interest. And patriotism means we must all believe in the same things and do the same things and believe what the government says, because the government has our interest at heart, because the government has the same interests that we do. So it takes some work and takes some thinking and takes some studying of history to disabuse yourself of that and then to look at patriotism as something different, to realize that patriotism is not, in its best meaning, obedience to government. That patriotism in its best meaning means obedience, not obedience really, but support of the community, the people, the citizens, not the government, and support of the principles for which the government is supposed to stand, but which it really violates again and again. You know, basically the principles of the Declaration of Independence, equality, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. And patriotism should mean, in its best sense, support of those principles, which means that when the government acts against those principles, the government is being unpatriotic.